The March Free Mech and the Lucky Charms event 2021. Finally, some good news today, guys. My name is TTB, twitch.tv/TheRealTTB. Come on in and hang out with me, talk about MWO and all sorts of other games and topics. Guys, finally, we have the information for the free mech in March. It's going to be a Grasshopper 5H. It's going to be tied in with the Lucky Charms 2021 event. So for all you Irish lass kickers out there, please don't kick your lasses, by the way, there is some good news. We're gonna get some free stuff as part of playing the game, of course, which is a great way to tie in events. So you just have to play the game, complete some Lucky Charms challenges. You will earn loot bags for that, as always, and of course, if you earn enough loot bags, you will get your free March mech and some bonus items and bonus redeems. The event is divided into two parts, guys. That's important. There's a phase 1 that starts basically tomorrow, and phase 2, which will start 1 week after on March 18th. Both phases will end on April 6th, and the deadline to open the loot bags, important, is April 20th. So after both events end on April 6th, you have another 14 days to open your loot bags and claim your loot. So don't forget that, guys. Very important. In phase 1, you will be able to earn 150 loot bags. One loot bag will be earned for every 100 match score. And in phase 2, you will also be able to earn 150 loot bags. This time, the loot bag will be awarded for every 100 damage accumulated. There's also bonus redeems if you purchase GSP bundles or gift GSP bundles, but I'll leave that up to you to read. If you purchased the Striker Pack, by the way, you also get bonus redeems. If you purchase the Striker Pack and gifted that around, the giftee will also receive the 50 bonus redeems. Now, let's have a look at the prizes. For 50 loot bags, you will get the Emerald Cicada Warhorn. For 100 loot bags, you will get the one Grasshopper bolt-on knuckles left. For 150, the bolt-on knuckles on the right side. And then for 200 loot bags, this is where you get your Grasshopper 5H, included with a mech bay. And of course, guys, important here, you need to get 200 loot bags. So that means even if you finish the first event 100%, you only have 150. So you either have to have the Striker Pack pre-ordered or have some other source for bonus redeems, or you just get the other missing 50 from the next week of the event. And for 300 loot bags, finally, you will get to pick a prize, your choice of camo pattern for the Grasshopper, and there's a couple of camos available, excluding, as far as I see, the faction camos, which is a little bit sad, but I'll show those to you in a second. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a complete video without going ahead and also looking into what mech you will get for free, what are the quirks on that, and some possible builds for you to enjoy. So let's jump into that right now. So here we have it, guys. This is the Grasshopper 5H 70-ton inner sphere heavy mech. Really fun mech to play. One of my favorites for sure. And let's hop into the mech lab. But before that, let's talk quickly about the quirks. The quirks are going to be 10% less energy heat, 10% less missile cooldown, left arm armor plus 9, right arm armor plus 9, left leg and right leg plus 12, and structure CT plus 9. So you'll be, of course, having a nice bonus on energy heat, and with a total of 7 energy hard points, this will work out quite nicely. The one missile slot in the head will basically be benefiting from the 10% cooldown, but that's completely negligible, and the AMS slot is also nice to have. Max engine size is going to be 340, and that will be important. Also, max jump distance 30 meters. Now let's jump into the mech lab. Alright, guys, here we are in the mech lab with a new mech that you hopefully will be able to get shortly after the first week finishes and the second week has started. And as you can see, the default loadout is very battle-techy, and that means it's garbage. In Mechwarrior Online, not in Battletech the game, but in MWO, definitely not recommended. You get 1 large laser, you get 4 medium lasers and an LRM-5, plus standard heatsinks and the standard engine 280. First thing you do is you strip the mech bare completely, and then you go with a good and usable build from TTB. So let's have a look at some of the builds that you guys can play. This is one of my favorite builds for the Grasshopper 5H. It's using ER large lasers and medium lasers for maximum long range and medium range pinpoint firepower. We've got 3 ER large lasers, 2 in the right torso, 1 in the left torso. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 medium lasers, 2 in the arms and 1 in the left torso, 1 in the CT. We're using an XL engine 340, giving us 79 kph of speed and an inner sphere heavy. and with 2 jump jets we get a jump distance of 15. The rest of the mech is just chucked full of double heat sinks. We don't even need endo steel for this because it wouldn't make any sense, guys. We would be giving up a lot of slots that we can fill with double heat sinks, so endo steel is not an option. We are using the max size engine anyway at this point. You can also just use large lasers instead of ER larges here. This is like a more long range oriented build of the mech. If you just use large lasers, the range of course shrinks down a little bit, but also so does your heat output. So if you're just playing quick play with closer maps, maps that don't have insane large ranges, maybe you're better fit with just normal large lasers, but this is a really fun build to play. Alright, that was the longer range build with lasers. Let's say you want to go brawling with this thing, and you can, then I would recommend to try out this specific build. It's going with a light engine 340, so still max engine size build, SRM4 in the head slot, 6 medium pulse lasers, 1 ER small laser, and 3 jump jets, and 1.5 tons of ammo, plus heat sinks galore. Do take note, you can take like 1 heat sink out and 1 SRM ammo half ton out and switch that for an AMS system and 1 ton of ammo. Now, why are we using 6 medium pulses and the ER small? Very simple. We don't want to go into ghost heat with the medium pulses. That would be at 7. So instead, we're using the ER small laser that pairs very nicely with the 6 medium pulses. That ensures that we don't get ghost heat, and the ER small laser in range is actually extremely close, within like 5 or 10%, actually 10% of the medium pulse laser. Optimal range 220, the ER small optimal range 200, so within 10%, and that makes it so that these sync up quite nicely together without you incurring ghost heat, so that's really nice to have. Alpha strike firepower 48, but don't be deceived by this. This thing of course shoots relatively fast, so you're going to be doing a lot of DPS, and with the light engine you're not as easy to kill, even if you lose a side torso. Of course, you can also run a large pulse laser / medium laser mix. Combined with a 340 XL engine and endo steel structure, you can easily fit this. It's going to be a little bit hotter than the first build with large lasers or ER large lasers and medium lasers, but it is definitely doable, and you just use the large pulses to poke and utilize the lower duration of that laser burn for quick jumping attacks, and then weave in the medium lasers when you get closer, when you need the extra damage. And then last but not least, if you really enjoy the feel of heavy PPCs, you can run triple heavy PPC on this mech if you want to. I chose to downgrade to an XL engine 300. We're still staying on endo steel structure. We've got 4 jump jets in there this time, and the weapon systems are going to be 3 heavy PPCs and 1 ER small laser. This ER small laser is just there to occupy the lower slot on the left torso, so the heavy PPC ends up being up here in the torso, so you shoot the weapon groups. First weapon group is left and right, top, and then the second weapon group is going to be just your 1 PPC that is down here on the right torso. So just make sure you set your weapon groups accordingly, and always shoot with the 2 high PPCs first, because you'll be using this for peaking advantage, of course. And just so that you know how your mech is going to look like, let's quickly go over the available camo patterns for the Grasshopper. This is a Dazzle, this is the Urban Block, this is a Franken, this is Woodlands, this is the Tiger, this is a Mountain Lion, Vagabond, Digital, Fractal, always looks very nice. There is the Buccaneer Grasshopper. Buccaneer always has some fun stuff in most of the mechs. For example, this one says Skippy down here on the legs and Pew on the arm. And here we have Cobra with that nice metal sheen, Sherman, Tartan, Virus, and Applejack, Hot Rod, Raider, and Snowfall. Very special snowflake. Unfortunately, as I already said, actually we have Crusader here as well, forgot about that, and of course Polygon. There we go. Now, as I said, unfortunately, in my opinion, best looking, or some of the best looking skins are not available here because they are faction skins. We would have Devian, for example, Kurita, Lau, Marek, Steiner, and Rasselhag, but as I said, these will not be available, but you might end up wanting to buy them afterwards. Actually, it says Grasshopper here on the side. That is nice. Oh, some nice writing here as well. I mean, I'm definitely in favor of this particular pattern, the Steiner pattern, because it's got German writing on it. So, you know, that is something that I decided to buy because it looks cool. Well guys, there you have it. This is the Grasshopper 5H, the news on the event, what to do, when to do it, how to get the mech, how to claim your mech, and also some builds to go with your mech. If you want to see me play this mech in action, get some more feeling for it, or if you have questions about builds, questions about your own builds, maybe you have a build that you can't get to work, let me know on the live stream, twitch.tv/therealttb. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.